Hey guys, so the first one that I'm going to record is upper body, and what I will do is I'll do a warm-up and then I will take you through each move, show you how to do it with proper form. Some of the moves I'm doing for the first time with the band, so bear with me. And we'll do 10 reps of each move, and then once you're feeling confident in the moves, just hit rewind and do it again and try it out doing 10 reps of each move 2 times in a row, and then we can work our way up from there. If I need to record some more, I can, and we will see how it goes. So let's start off with the warm-up. Sarah, I'm going to show you some alternate moves during each move along the way, but with the warm-up it's super important to slowly raise your heart rate, and that way you won't get winded or fatigue as quickly. So we'll start with just jogging in place. Sarah, you can just keep it here and just march in place. Keep jogging for a little bit. And then we'll go into a jumping jack. Sarah, you can just step it out like this. And we're going to do some arm windmills and backwards. Now we're going to stretch over to the side, stretch out and elongate all that side muscle there, and then switch sides. Now we are going to reach across your leg and touch the floor just as far as you can. Don't overstretch. And we are going to go through it one more time. And Sarah, just march it out. We're going to a jumping jack. Sarah, keep it here. And you can either do it at the same time or alternate. And reverse. And over the side. Switch sides. And we're going to stretch out those hamstrings. All right, so that's it for the warm-up. Before we get started, I'll come down here. What I want you guys to focus on during the exercises is engaging your core. So what I had shown you with engaging that core muscle is always try to pull your belly button and all the muscles in towards your back, as if you're pulling your belly button all the way, if a string was connected to you and you're pulling it towards your back. Try to keep that like that throughout all the movements, and that in itself will work your core and work all the muscles in here, rather than having to do crunches or sit-ups or anything like that. So let's get our bands. And bear with me here. So I'm going to start with the heavy band, and yours should be the same color, so the blue one. And what you're going to do is hold it at your shoulder, put your hand through, And this one, Sarah, doesn't need any modification other than you use a lighter band. And what you're going to do, hold it tight, and we're going to work our tricep here, so you're just going to pull down, and that's going to work with the whole back of your arm. So we're going to do 10 of these. Let's see if I can count right and talk. Probably not. And while you're doing all these moves, just engage your core. Totally lost count already. And we'll just do 10 on each side. And so with engaging that core, I want you to slightly tuck the pelvis, and that way you're not arching your back, and you're not going to get any pain in your back with any of these movements. So tuck that pelvis under, engage that core, hold at your shoulder, and just pull down, nice and tight. All right. Next one, we are going to, I'm still going to take that heavy band, and we're just going to do some curls. So what I'll do is I'll face one palm down, one palm up. Hold it here, hold it nice and tight with the palm facing you, and you're just going to curl up with the other side. Mom, you have some pretty strong arms, so you would probably be able to even go up one if it's feeling too easy. Alright, we're going to switch sides, so switch your hand position, palm facing down, palm facing up. We're just going to curl up on this side. Remember to always keep those elbows in towards you. Don't let them come out here. All right. Bear with me here while I see what one we're going to do next, which I haven't done before. All right, so I think this one I'm going to go a little bit lighter. I'm going to use the medium. And this one is going to work the shoulders. So what I'll probably do, let's see, probably palms facing down, whatever feels more comfortable to you on this one. I think hand position doesn't really matter too much. We're going to hold one hand tight, other one is going to go up and down. You never want your elbow to raise above your shoulder. That's going to go into your neck. So keep here. One more. And switch sides. I'm going to switch my hand around, see how that feels. All right. Okay, I'm going to challenge you guys and take it where it feels comfortable for you. If you can see me, Sarah, I want you to either do a push-up on the couch. If that's too hard, let me see where there's a wall here. You're going to go at a slant, Sarah, and you're going to do a push-up against the wall. And while you're doing that push-up, make sure to really engage that core, tuck your pelvis, and a good trick to making sure your core is engaged. When you're going down in the push-up, exhale. And when you go back up, straight arms, you inhale. And the breathing itself helps to make sure that your core is tight when you're going down instead of pushing out. So Mom, I'm going to challenge you to do either the couch or come down on your knees. I still only do push-ups on my knees, and we're going to do 10. All right, 10. And push-ups are a little daunting, so whatever's comfortable for you at first, just try to move your way up into doing them from the wall to the couch to your knees to your toes. And even if you can only do 1 or 2, that's fine. Just keep trying and working your way up, and gradually you're going to get stronger in those arms. All right, I think this one I'm going to start with a medium, and I'm going to back up here. So this one simulates a pull-up on a pull-up bar. So what you're going to do is you're going to raise both arms up. I think I can even go heavier with the heavy band. So what you're going to do, put your arms in and grab, palms facing away from you, and you're going to pull down one arm at a time. And we're just going to alternate. We're going to do 10 on each side. Make sure that core is engaged, so you're not arching your back. You want to tuck that pelvis under, engage the core. This is 6, 7, 1 more on each side. I went too heavy on that band. I probably could have gone a little bit lighter. All right. So this next one, again, is going to work the shoulders. I think I'm going to switch to the medium band. I think this one, I might try my arms, my palms facing each other. This one is going to work the front of your shoulders here, a little bit of the back. You're going to hold them taut like this, and you're just going to rotate your arm out. You want to try to keep those elbows to your side and just rotate out. Again, remind yourself, every move you do, engage the core. Already lost count. I think maybe this is 5. I'm feeling this one in my bicep too. Maybe 9. I've lost count. You guys are probably cracking up at my counting because I am in my head. So, that works the biceps. All right, this next one. This one we're going to do a bent over row with the band. This one is going to work the back. So whatever is comfortable for you, you're going to wrap the band around your foot. Take a knee like this. You can rest the opposite elbow on top of your leg, and you're going to row up. Want to make sure to keep your shoulders pressed down and away from your ears, so none of the tension is going into your neck. This is 3. Again, engage your core. Pull that belly button in towards your spine. And always, always, always make sure to breathe during the movements. I like to inhale when I pull up, exhale down. No idea what number this is. We'll call that 10. And switch sides. The other awkward thing with the bands we'll see on leg day is they roll and twist, and that's okay. It happens all the time. Just take a minute, readjust. And engage that core. Don't arch your back. Sit up nice and tall. And really tries to squeeze the back as you pull back. Pretend like you're pinching a pencil between your shoulder blades. All right. So next one, I'm going to work the shoulders again. You're going to put your palm down, hold nice and tight. In this one, you're going to pull your arm all the way out. You want to keep a slight bend in your elbow, and you never want to come above your shoulder. Always make sure to keep those shoulders away from your ears. Engage the core. Probably like already sick of me saying that. We'll get started. Slight bend in your knees as well. That'll help tuck the pelvis under to help engage the core. And for this one, I'm using a medium. This is 7. All right, switch sides. This one, palm facing down, nice and tight. Try not to let that wrist bend, try to keep it nice and straight, but that slight bend in your elbow. 4. This is 9 and 10. It's a tricky one. And this is the last move. If you're feeling like you could do more, instead of me recording another round, which I can do, just skip back into the video and do it one more time, or 2 times if you want to, if you can work up to that. But the last move is going to work your triceps, which was the first move we did, but this time we're just going to use body weight. And what you're going to do, come down onto the ground, fingertips facing your body. You want to keep your elbows in closer together if you can. You're going to raise up. And a common mistake is for people to just put their butt down and up. What you're going to do is you're going to lower and raise. You can even turn your fingertips out a little bit. That's going to keep it in your triceps rather than moving to other muscles. So if you want to target the triceps, try to keep that belly button in towards your spine, and we'll do 10. Another way you can do this, Sarah, if that's a little too hard on the triceps for you, on the couch, you're going to straighten your legs, and you can do it right on the couch here. This feels actually a little bit harder than on the floor, so if you want the extra challenge, you can try it that way. But as important as it is to warm up before you exercise, just as important to cool down after you're done working out. So we're just going to stretch for a couple minutes. Sarah, I'm going to make you a separate video on just stretching, good stretches to do before bedtime. You can do them in bed. It's going to help you sleep way better. So let's stretch out the arms. You're going to pull your arm across your body. Pull back on your arm a little bit. This is going to stretch your shoulder. Hold it there for a little bit. Other side. And you're going to raise your arm up. You're going to pull back on your elbow. This is going to help stretch out those triceps. An additional stretch. Bend over to the side, and that's going to stretch out your whole side. All right, switch sides. Little stretch over. And what you're going to do next is clasp your fingers, cross your arms over each other, tilt your head down, and you're going to round out your back. Stretch your arms forward, and this is going to stretch out that upper back and in your shoulders. Bend your knees a little bit, and just reach forward. One of my favorite stretches. You're going to clasp your hands behind you and pull down towards the ground. Open up that chest. Look up a little bit. And if you want to do a little added stretching, we just worked the arms today, so really just make sure to stretch out those arms. But I always like to do more of a full body stretch. So we're just going to reach down, touch your toes, drop your head. Fun challenge, I used to not be able to touch my toes. And over the years now that I've been dedicated to working out, I've been able to touch them, which is fun. So see how far you can get with your flexibility. I always like to do just a quick stretch of the quads here. You want to keep your knees together. Touch your heel to your butt if you can, and just stretch that back. Always in every workout you do, keep that pelvis tilted under you, and that way it's going to keep any pain out of your back. Switch sides. Hold on to each other for balance if you need it. Like I do, falling over. Okay, I'm going to give up on that. Another great stretch to help stretch out the core, the sides, everything in here, and it actually helps with that tummy pooch right here is actually stretching. So what you're going to do, come down on your knees, 90-degree angle. Reach this foot out in front of you a little bit, and you're going to stretch the hip flexor and drop down. I'll turn so you can see me. You're going to drop down into it and really stretch this out right here. And this kind of helps elongate the core. Stretching out the muscles helps kind of eliminate that little pooch right here. Do the other side. And in the stretching video, Sarah, this is a great one to do. There's a lot of variations in this one. You can raise your hands up, really stretch things out, or you can stretch them over, stretch out the side. We will get to that later. Take a couple deep breaths, in and out, get lots of oxygen. Drink water during the workouts. This is a fast workout, so I didn't really drink too much water during it, but normally I drink about anywhere from 12 to 20 ounces during a workout, and make sure to drink water before and after. And this wasn't too strenuous of a workout, but it is super important to fuel your workout. Eat something within an hour after working out. A lean protein and a piece of fruit. If you go with a banana, don't eat any other carbs. If you stick with something other than a banana, do some fruit and maybe a piece of toast, a couple whole wheat crackers or something, a little bit of carbohydrates. Bananas just have a ton of carbs in them, so that's kind of all you need after working out. But make sure to get that in an hour after, otherwise all that work you did with your muscles kind of goes to waste, and your muscles aren't going to build themselves, and you end up getting very sore if you don't fuel that workout after. So just keep that in mind, and we'll see how this goes. So this was fun. I hope that it is fun for you, but we'll see. Let me know, and I'm excited for you to see it. Love you guys.